Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Have you ever owned a stock and then you just saw it fall and lose value and you wish you could make your money back without waiting for the stock to go all the way back up to where it was when you bought it? Wouldn't that be great? Well, there is a way to do that. A couple actually. But the one I want to talk about today is called the stock repair strategy. Let's take a look at a stock like this one, Amazon. So this is a historical example. Let's say you bought Amazon. You just had really bad timing. You bought it at $240 a share and bloop, 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 it fell all the way down. And now it's trading at about 200. You're down about 20% on this trade. Now, let's say you just don't think it's going to go back to 240 within the next few months. You think there's a good chance it might be able to make back half of that, maybe get up to about 220 within the next 3-4 months. Is there a way to make the money back if it just goes back halfway? So that answer is yes. Here's what is one way to do it. So we're going to go out to the August, which has 142 days to expiration at the time that I recorded this. And what we would do is, in addition to owning the stock, and let's own 100 shares here. Analyze by trade, so there's 100. And so what we'll do is we'll model buying one of the at-the-money 200 strike calls and selling two of the 220 strike calls. Now I need to adjust this to make this a 1 lot and to make this a 2 lot. So we own 100 shares. We're long one at the money 200 strike call and short two out of the money 220 strike calls, which is halfway between where the stock is now and where I originally bought it in this example. So this is what we end up with. Basically, it goes like this. If I hold this all the way until August expiration, if the stock is below the strike price, both of the strike prices, well, then all the options expire and I still own the stock. Now, how much did I pay for this? Well, I'd pay about almost $19 for this one call, and I would collect a little over $19 when I sell both of these calls together, right? So I'm actually paying nothing. I actually get a teeny tiny credit. So I don't lose anything. It's just like if I were to hold this stock anyway, because I was waiting for it to go up. But if we're above the 200 strike, well, then what happens? Well, if I'm above the 200 strike and it's after expiration, I'm still long the original 100 shares, but I can exercise that 200 strike calls, and now I'm long 200 shares. So I get to double up to catch up. I'm long 200 shares, so I make money twice as fast on my way up to 200. But when I get up to 200, if I'm over it, I'll get assigned on both of those 220 strike calls. I meant to say 220. I get assigned on the 220 strike calls, which calls away my original 100 shares plus the 100 shares that I would be able to buy when I exercise the 200 strike calls. So I lock in $20 on the stock going from 200 to 220 and $20 on the new stock from the 200 call. So from going from 200 to 220, that's $40. I end up making $40, all my money back, if the stock just retraces 50% of the way. So that's an excellent tool to have in your tool bag for these stocks that just don't work out so well. It only works under certain circumstances, like if the stock falls somewhere between 20 and 35%, and you're willing to wait 3 to 4 months usually, and you actually believe that the stock can make back half of its losses. Hope that helps. This is Dan Passarelli. Trade smart.